There are four classes of infections. Number one is viral. Number two is parasitic. Number three is fungal. Number four is bacterial. Viral infections are infections caused by viruses. Parasitic infections are infections caused by parasites. Fungal infections are infections caused by fungi. Bacterial infections are infections caused by bacteria. Now, under viral infections, we have HIV, HPV, hepatitis, herpes. Now, HIV is known as human immunodeficiency virus. HPV is known as human papillomavirus. Hepatitis, I'm sure you know that, but there are different types of hepatitis. There is hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and we also have herpes, right? The most common type of herpes is herpes 1 and 2. That's HSV 1 and HSV 2, right? But there are still other types of herpes. There is the herpes shingles, herpes zoster, and many more. Let's move on to parasitic infection. The parasitic infection that I know is trichomoniasis. Now, trichomoniasis. Yes, it's a parasitic infection. Let's move on to the next one on our list. That's fungal infection. Number one is candidiasis, ringworm. Number two. Number three, jock itch. Now, men often suffer from jock itch. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this. These are fungal infections. And then let's go on to bacterial infections. Let's start with syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, Staphylococcus aureus, strep, right? PID, UTI, chancroid. These are the most common types of bacterial infections globally. Now, I need you guys to notice that you see these bacterial infections, a lot of them share similar symptoms. This simply means some of the symptoms you see in syphilis, you find in gonorrhea, you find in chlamydia and other types of bacterial infections here. A lot of times in this part of Nigeria, many people are not, in fact, in the whole of Nigeria, many people are not so educated about infections. Parents don't like to talk about them because these are sexual infections, right? And I know some of you would say staph is not a sexual infection, but we put it under there because even if your partner doesn't have any other thing, but if they have staph infection and both of you have coitus, they can still pass it on to you. So you can still get Staphylococcus aureus from sexual encounter with an infected person because it is from touch to touch. You can get it from touching things, you can, get it in different ways. Okay? So, many people reach out to us over the years We see them every day. When we ask them, what do you have? They would say, oh, it is stuff that I have. The fact that you go to the laboratory and they carry out a urine test on you and they tell you that what you have is staph does not mean that it is just staph that you have. So this is why it is important for you to do your findings so that you can carry out the necessary tests for yourself. You need to go to the laboratory, you need to talk to your gynecologist, you need to talk to a professional in order to be able to get more education about these things. A lot of these infections here, a lot of Nigerians don't know about them. I'll tell you that at least 70% of Nigerians do not know about the existence of the herpes virus. You've gone to school. In fact, they might have even taught it to you in class. But HIV has always been the baddest guy. But guess what? Some of these ones are even worse than HIV. So, we find out that many Nigerians love to treat the symptoms. Oh, what is wrong with you? I have headache. I have discharge. I have this. I have that. Those ones are symptoms. But you see, until the cause of those symptoms is treated, you can't say you've been able to get rid of the infection effectively. Let me also let you know that you can have multiple of these in your body. That is, one person can have herpes, can have trichomoniasis, can have candidiasis, can have any of this. And also, trichomoniasis and candidiasis are different types of infections, right? But guess what? You can develop PID because of them. Yes. And then if you have been exposed to any of these other infections for a long time, you can develop UTI. UTI is a bacterial infection. But that doesn't mean that the organism in your body cannot mutate, right? It can change. It can get updated. That's why once you find out that you have an infection, quickly treat yourself. Treat yourself alongside your partner so that both of you can be free. I hope that with this, I've been able to explain to you that it is not just the symptoms. We have the causes and then we have the class. So these are the classes of infections. So what you think, sometimes some people, when we ask them, they know that they have other possible infections. But they'll just say, let me just tell them that I have staph. Staph is a bacterial infection. It has no business with viral infection. If you like, take antibiotics from now till kingdom come. It will never work for any of these viral infections. Because viruses do not respond to antibiotics. Do you understand? So if you like, you find out that you have hepatitis, you are going to buy antibiotics. You want to kill yourself. So, taking the right treatment and being truthful when you reach out to us, because some of you reach out to us, we'll ask you questions. You do not want to give us the right information. The reason why we do this is to help you. We are not going to shame you. We want to make you comfortable so that we can be able to help you. But we have provided the opportunity and the environment for you to express yourself to us.